To support a personalized healthcare strategy, we must first ensure the integration and delivery of meaningful content and services via a familiar user interface for the patient and clinician alike and your organization's existing SaaS infrastructure. Think of this online demo in the context of a clinician communicating with a patient. Your existing web service infrastructure is on the left, with panels for the patient, provider, and IT, and on the right we have our mobile app, Choice. Choice is a platform comprised of two parts: a privacy by design framework based on open web standards for simple enterprise integration, and a hybrid mobile app which uses a web standards browser integrated with a web programmable contextual user interface and a secure customizable database for individual control over patient data. Starting with patient Lulu, we see how Choice allows her to remain in control of the collection, flow, use, and assignment of her private healthcare data. Clicking on the app menu, we can access her individualized menus. At the top, let's click on her Choices menu to access the secure database. We can see she's chosen to share her HSA account information. If I return back to her app menus, we can also click on the nurse advice line to see that she has instant access to her provider. Each time a patient interacts with a provider by clicking on a menu inside the app, this data, which is unique for each person, is transmitted securely over the web directly to the provider. To see how the clinician receives Lulu's personal data and is then able to communicate the appropriate app navigation menus for her personalized healthcare needs, let's click on the IT icon. We can clearly see Lulu's HSA account information, and also the single line of code that generates Lulu's nurse advice line app menu. This is generated dynamically via a rules engine with a single line of HTML for each app menu, which once transmitted back to Lulu dynamically appears inside Choice. Now let us switch to another patient, Anya, who is from Germany and needs additional privacy support for the EU's GDPR regulation. In her Choice database, we see she doesn't want her data sold without compensation. Just like with Lulu, her choices are communicated to the provider with each interaction. Also notice that Anya's app menu is different from Lulu's as she has breast cancer. Choice can be adapted in real time for each patient and sets the foundation for a personalized healthcare strategy.